You guys, we gotta get the recap of this year of 2023. If y'all been following the podcast, every year at the end of the year, we do a recap of the year. And what we do is we go over what happened to each of us individually and as a group. Uh, and did we achieve what we set out for, what we learned, and what is our vision going into the next year? So that's what this recap is about to be about. That's what we recap in the year of 2023. I think 2023 has been informative. It has been impactful, right?
You and this alliteration, bro. Every word start with the saying "goddamn."
Yeah. It's been awesome, you know what I mean? To say the least, but it has come with its challenges, and none of those challenges has stopped not any of the progress, which is even more powerful.
Man, we did it. We can't stop, won't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop.
We not did it. We not did it.
We not did it
though. We ain't cutting no checks. We ain't selling nothing out of court. Nothing. We ain't alleged to nothing. You know.
Okay.
Oh man.
Yeah. A whole lot came out of this year. A whole lot. I was about to say, is that a? You got Teddy back. You know
y'all know my boy back, man. He
what up, Teddy? Teddy, the dog of the podcast
man,
mascot.
The puppy of the podcast puppy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, man. So who want to kick it off, man? Who want to start off the recap of the year?
I don't mind starting it off.
Let's do it.
Y'all. All right, Teddy starting off. My bad. My bad, Pendergrass. My bad. You like, damn, y'all ain't reintroduced me or nothing. I've been gone for 6 months, some more. But y'all, the people out there have been seeing my face a lot more this year. They onboarded me permanently to the podcast around August. So it's been a pleasure. It's been character building. They've been keeping me busy. G mentioned consistency. I'm still working on that part, but it's been a lot of change. From how the podcast looks. Who's speaking on the podcast, and but I think our content is getting better. The numbers say we're turning in the right direction. I'm just looking forward to continued progress, like Trey said. Let me stop saying we on the up and up. We on the up and up. I think there's room to grow. Always room to grow, because if you ain't trying to improve, then you might as well stop living. And
facts.
Yeah, we got Teddy back, so that's a win. That's a win all the time.
So what is something that happened to you this year? What is something that you learned this year?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Something I learned this year is that we spend a lot of time in front of a screen. That's like life now. I didn't realize how much time we spent in front of a screen until I joined this podcast, because now I'm held accountable to actually working, and when I'm working, it's small things. It's not time consuming. Me and Trey were just talking before the live, but you spend more time thinking about what needs to be done than actually doing it. I kind of psych myself out of doing little things for the podcast, just thinking about doing it and how it's like on top of my career and on top of everything else I got going on. So I think I learned that consistency is not that hard. Stop thinking and do it. When you're thinking about it, just go do it and stop thinking about it. Unless it's something dangerous. If it's something dangerous, think about it because we talk about patience. So you think about going to slap a nigga or anything like that, yeah, just think about that before you do it. Don't be like Will. Don't be like Will out here.
Oh man.
But yeah, I think I learned that consistency is easier than we make it to be. And I said on the episode, I think it was at the beginning of the year. At the beginning of the year, it was one of the first episodes I featured on. I think it was in February when we were talking about Passport Bros and we were talking about sacrifice. And I was just watching this the other day, and I said, "We as men make things so much harder than it has to be."
True.
And I'm living by that. I gotta learn from my own words that I said in January or February that we're now in November, and like, damn, you don't remember what you said? Now live it. So yeah, that's my one thing I learned is that consistency is not as hard as we make it be. Just do it. Just do it. Nike. Just do it.
You're right. Right. You was about to come in, G, or I can ask another question.
That's brother G, man. Don't address
Brother
him.
G.
Go
Brother
ahead, man.
G.
You
He got
supposed to
his
be like
class.
you supposed to be like Nike and do it, man. You supposed to be like LL Cool J and you know
Yes, sir.
doing it, bro.
And
Like Nike. Come on, man. Come on.
my guy Keith. So what are you? If you can, if there was one word that you had for your focus or your vision of 2024, what would be the one word that you got for that year, for the next year?
That's a good question. That's a good question. One word. One word. I'm gonna think about this for a second because I don't want to be the typical consistency, working, progress, and whatnot. I want to think of a big word.
It could be any of those. You know what I mean?
Based on what I just talked about, I'm just gonna say expeditiously. Do everything expeditiously. Don't stop and think about it. Just do it. Just do it. I mean, if you're thinking about doing it, you probably been thinking about doing it. You probably been thinking about doing it for some time. So just do it expeditiously. Don't what Morgan Freeman said on Lean on Me. Don't think about don't. I forgot the quote, but he was talking to the guy who smoked crack and was trying to jump off the building. But he said, "Do it expeditiously." But yeah, I'm gonna say expeditiously. Let's do everything expeditiously. Don't think about it. Don't pause. Don't sit on it. Just do
it. Sound like action to me. You know what I mean?
Action. I wanted to say action. It is action. Just take action.
It is action, man. You got to take action. All results come from the action. It's good to have the thoughts. It's good to have the ideas. You're not always going to be motivated. And if you want the result, if you want what you thought to come into fruition, it takes action. You got to practice what you preach. You got to prepare for what you pray for. You said, faith without works is dead. You know what I mean? Like all of those sayings is all geared towards the action. If you want the result, you got to put the action in. And I love that. So 2024 for Keith looks like it's an action year.
Yeah, y'all see he writing it down. So if I don't, if it's January, first week of January, I ain't doing shit. He about to tell me about myself. So.
If anything, I'm gonna hold you accountable.
Accountability too. That's always.
You know what I mean? Mr. Hey, Brother G.
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
Shine. Get your shine on. Get your shine on, shout it.
Yeah. So, hey, I put this on. I put it on everywhere. Booty cheeks, kneecaps, underarms. I got the vanilla right here. Usually, hey, I got the lavender one. It helped me sleep good. Cause I be sleeping like this, and I can smell it off my hands. I'm trying to tell you, feeling good. Y'all better rock with this.
Right.
It's that vanilla. Yeah.
Listen, man, we ain't being ashy no more. Hygiene.
Yeah.
Hygiene is important. You need to get your shine. It's hydrating. It's light. It lasts all day. You don't got to use a lot, and it's good from face to foot.
Historically, I don't really
use lotion or nothing like that because I'm like in a hybrid, light skin, in between dark skin motherfuckers. Coming back from vacation, I'm a little sunburnt. So I needed something to get my skin back right because I'm feeling like a reptile right now. So I'm gonna get this baby going on when I get home.
Oh, and look, you gotta shine on everybody. Hey, look, I got like 4 cases. I got a bunch of cases. And I got the big jar too. That's old school. Y'all don't even know about that. He don't even got those no more. But look, I'm telling y'all, this shine is amazing. Help with eczema, clear your skin up, all of that great stuff. So you don't want to miss out on this shine, man. Make sure y'all go get y'all a bottle of this.
All natural ingredients.
Absolutely.
Yep. Where they can find it?
So you can find this at shinecareproducts.com. Let them know that we sent you. Use the code FMF20, get you a discount.
Got to.
Yeah. How we doing, man? Let's do a recap of this year, bros. A lot of things happened this year. I would love to what was some of the primary things that was going through your mind? Like, what are some things that you saw? What made you make some of the drastic decisions that you made? And what has been the fruit of that? What did you learn from all of the things that has happened this year?
Man, I learned that this year, solidified that, man, God is real, and that I really understood by what they say by walking by faith and not by your sight.
Yeah.
That's powerful.
This might be like this gonna be on here for years, so it might say I might regret it one day because I ain't being able to, because I have a lot more events going on in my life in the future. I know it's gonna happen. But I think this year is probably the best year of my life. If I come down to it, just because of the uncomfortability that I have to go through, that's kind of molded me into the man that I know that I'm supposed to be.
Yes.
I never knew uncomfortability until this year. I thought I knew it, but I know it now. And for some reason, me saying it out loud kind of sounds weird, but I liked it. It's like
What's weird about
I
it?
enjoyed it. I embraced it. It was it's still going, but it's like you think that it's something like bad. You're like, man, if you tell somebody, they'd be like, dang, it's bad, man. How you feeling today? It's horrible. What you doing? It's horrible. I wake up in the morning like, bro, I can't wait. It's like it's weird. It's like a weird feeling of knowing that you're up against something and you're trying to fight up against it. That gives you life. That gives you some type of purpose, and you know that you have a goal to get to. And understanding that one day it might end is kind of scary to me because I like to have some type of fight to what's going on and some type of goal, but I never want the goal to end.
Yeah.
So this year is like learning different things, a whole different surrounding, and acquiring a new I would say a new trade that I've learned has put me into a mindset of I kind of didn't even know myself until now. I know myself now, learning this new trade, and it's awesome, man. And I know I don't want that person to hear this because she'll probably be like, "What you mean? This is the best year of your life." But I don't want to take it that way.
It's
So I know
personal, bro.
it sounds
It's
like,
on you.
dang, because y'all know the situation. Everybody ain't got to know, but it's like, go. I don't know if I can say that, but I mean it in a good way. It's supposed to be in
Ain't
a
no
good way.
love lost, bro, because that's
Yeah,
how that's what you needed for growth, and
yeah,
out of that growth, we grow together. So out of that growth, not only did you grow, I'm outside looking in, but she did as well. Both of y'all got on
exactly.
y'all grind, so it was a positive move, and y'all are still, overpowering, overcoming certain obstacles. So I see all good shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to ask you, what is it? Because I've had the privilege to be alongside you for a few years now. Shout out FMF. Was that second year, third year?
We about 2.5 now.
You know
We
what I
started
mean?
yeah, about 2.5.
We're actively in the third year.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep.
So it's been a privilege to see your progress, and I think uh, uh, not to shadow anybody else's, especially my own, but I think you've made some of the most progress or the most noticeable progress, outward progress, all through your inner work. But you cater it to being uncomfortable. And what's so huge about discomfort that motivates you, that makes you feel good?
It gives some type of purpose. It gives some type of purpose because I know that it's half of, I mean, I wouldn't say all of it, because when I think of people that say they're going through something, I try to analyze it to see if it's something that you did that put you in that position that makes you like, oh, I'm uncomfortable because you did certain things. But I
Mm,
think some things now that I'm realizing that is they're not all of it, but some of it is things that you can't control, and he's putting you in some situation where he needs you to be there for now,
yeah.
and you need to dwell in it. You need to chill in it. So me thinking that, it's like, all right, I'm down this. It may not be down, but I'm just feeling uncomfortable. In my back of my mind, like, oh, it's a reason. Oh, it's I just laugh about it now because like, oh, it's a reason you put me here because it's about to be something crazy coming up. That's why you got me here. That's why I know. Like, I'll not try to not trying to joke with God or trying to feel like I don't respect him on that. But I'll be looking like, oh, you put me here for a reason, dog. You put me.
It's a
That means that
test.
you trying to do something. You,
That's,
you, you ain't trying to tell me. I'm like, you ain't trying to tell me. All
that's
right, don't
exactly.
tell me. Don't tell me. All right, all right. I'm gonna keep doing what I need to do. I'm gonna work hard. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna, man, I'm gonna stay focused. I'm gonna still live the life you need me to. But I know you got something up your sleeve. So that's how I be like. I kind of get excited with it, like uncomfortable, because like, I know I didn't put myself here in a certain situation, so I know you put it here for some reason. So I know something gonna happen. So now it's like I feel that this comes to somebody happen. I automatically try to shift my mind to like, all right, it's gonna be a positive at the end of it. That's how I think of it now. So I just go through it. I'm just going through, because I know it's gonna see light eventually. I ain't here. We all ain't here for no reason. We could have been gone. But for some reason you here and you in that discomfort. That means that he's trying to do something. Either you gonna have to just stand strong into it until just wait till when he's ready. So that's how I see it.
Mm-hmm.
I
You
love it.
you said it though,
Yeah.
that uncomfortability. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
I can't say that
discomfort.
word like that.
It's,
Discomfort.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we talked about it before. You can't grow when you're comfortable. Can't
mm,
grow when you're comfortable. Nobody who is successful has gotten there being comfortable all the goddamn way.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
absolutely.
and then when you mention purpose, like purpose make you feel like a man. You sound like you became a man this year, bro. I'm proud. And I just want to, and I'm just gonna say I'm proud of you. You know that
I appreciate it, bro.
Absolutely.
that that fulfillment you get from that first being uncomfortable and then finding that purpose that will makes you feel like you're a man. The essence of what a man is
Right.
its purpose. And you took risk. You got to take a risk to get somewhere out here. You got to take a risk. No,
Yeah.
successful people take risks. People who come up on that investment that flips into millions of dollars, they take a risk. It's a risk. They might lose it, but you take a
Right.
risk. And like
Mm-hmm.
you said, there could be a positive at the end of it. And I don't see nothing wrong with having that kind of relationship with God. I maybe not so much in recent years, but I used to talk to God like he my homeboy. Like he's sitting
Absolutely.
next to me, talking to me, my homeboy. I can joke with him. I might say something he don't like, but if I'm that comfortable with him, he knows I'm locked in step with what he has in store for me because we're that
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
comfortable talking like that. So ain't nothing wrong with having a little laughter and fun with God.
Absolutely, man. Your relationship with God is your relationship. If He's the Father, right?
Hmm.
Like they they use words. This always threw me off, and I know it's like a little sad jab, but this always threw me off when the Bible will use certain dialogue, certain phrases, certain words, and one of those words is fear. You're supposed to fear the Father, the fear of God. I mean, as a God fearing man, I don't fear God. I love and respect God. My coach, I had to talk to him about it, and he was like, just change the word from fear to respect." And that put my narrative in place. You know what I'm saying? Because how I'm supposed to talk to somebody I fear. You know what I'm saying? Why would I come to you if I'm fear? A lot of people, And I've been one, like, I feel like because I'm not in a good place, I can't pray because I know I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
that's literally when you supposed to be praying. But those words, this is why communication is so important, bro. Words really have an impact. You know what I mean? They really have an impact, and and it affects a person's perspective. You know what I'm saying? You could be saying the exact same thing but using the different words, and it comes across completely different to another person. You know, communication crazy. But I love that, you know what I'm saying? Your relationship with God is yours. How you communicate to God is how you supposed to communicate. God knows. God is all knowing. So God knows, he understands, you know what I'm saying? Even even when you get in those moments where you can't talk, he still hears your heart. He still
Mm-hmm.
understands you. He still feels you, you know what I mean? Um so however, like a lot of us, like I never wanted a too serious relationship with God. Now I take God
Hmm.
serious, but like you said, I need to be able to laugh. I need to be able to talk to God. I'm a laughing person. Like you really
Yeah,
tell me I can't, I got to be all serious all the
yeah.
time. Nah.
And
So
I'm gonna tell you, Trey, I'm the one that's famous. I use that line all the time. The Lord know my heart. When I know I'm about to do something I shouldn't be doing, the Lord know my heart. Use that line faithfully.
I feel you.
was tripping today, bro.
Yeah,
Um,
but
so what, AJ, what excuse me, brother G,
brother G,
what is
brother G.
what are some things that you're looking forward to for next year? And if you could capsulate it in one word, what would you give the one word for the next year for 2024?
Man, next year gonna be it's gonna be great. And I already see it. My notes. I don't have it in the camera like that, but I finally created. I've never done one before. I had my what's the I keep always messing it up. It's the board
Vision,
on the
the
wall
vision
that
board.
the
Vision board,
corkscrew
yeah.
board.
Hmm.
The
Yeah,
whiteboard.
yeah, but no, it's like the corkscrew where you put thumbtacks in.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I
Oh, the
finally got.
pen, the pen board.
Yeah, pinboard. There you go. There you go. When I got my new place, I knew that I was gonna be in one room, and I was able to get another room where it's nothing but business. I don't have nothing in
Yes.
there but a pinboard and a computer, and that's it. No TV, no nothing,
Mm.
like anything at all. And the only time I really put a light on really in here, for the most part of the night, is when I'm doing this podcast. Other than that, it's lights off. It's just not like a cold room, but it's a room where I'm so focused on what I need to do that nothing surrounds me. I didn't want to be near my bed, no nothing. So I created certain type of goals that I'm going to hit throughout the year. And I thought this year, if you retract back to our last year's recap, I thought this year was going to be it, but God had a different plan. I think it's more of another rebuilding year for
Yeah.
to build up for the next year, and it's gonna be crazy. And not in the realm of I don't think it's not in the realm of like money aspect or certain type of items that I might buy or anything like that. It has nothing to do with that. It's just certain type of foundation I'm building for my future family, a certain type of mindset that I'm building so I can be able to support that type of union and
Yeah.
being able to show that I'm more than just a physical being, that I want to be able to coach people and be able to show that there's certain ways in life that you could be, progress as a man. So I think it's more than that. I think that's one thing he tried to show me. It's not about those things. It's about what type of impact you can go off and what type of perspective you want to show to the world. So I see great things, man. I see big things coming up, man. It's gonna be a good year, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So if you had to give it one word, what would you give it?
Hey, I'll say greatness. It's gonna be greatness. Greatness, man.
Mm,
Greatness. Greatness. I like that
love
one
it.
word.
Mm.
Love it.
Yeah,
Yeah. In all
yeah,
aspects. You feel me?
Yeah.
exactly.
Now it's your turn, Trey. Some of the same questions. Some of the same questions you just asked. Brother G,
Exactly, man. Yeah.
let's hear your answers to some of those same questions. Starting with what was the biggest thing you learned from this year?
Oh my goodness. It's a lesson that I have to keep relearning, and that is keep your priorities priority.
Oh, you still here? You ain't subscribed yet? Hit that button, my man. Hit that button and subscribe.
Keep your priorities priority. Once you have set the priorities, once you acknowledge what needs to be priority, now you will come across temptation, you will come across distraction. And for me, the biggest distraction to me is new opportunity, easier way, shortcut. You know what I mean? Those are the biggest distractions for me. You could do this, if this is the goal, you know what I'm saying? You can actually go over here and do it in half a year versus, however long you've already been trying. And it's like, okay, well, if you do that, now you're taking your eyes off the focus. You no longer have this same priority, right? Not saying that you can't change up the plan towards working towards your goal, because plans do change. But if it doesn't align with what you had properly set in place, then it's not for you. I also learned even more so that every action has a reaction, but every action does not deserve your reaction. Come on
Yeah.
now.
Like that.
Well,
Yeah.
I
Like it.
mean, I keep on thinking about Mike Epps when he played the pastor. It's been a whole day. Lord. Get your collection over there, nigga. Get your collection over there.
$30 more over there. I see $30 more. I know what you're talking about, bro.
Yeah. But I learned
No,
that
that's good.
yeah.
I mean, that comes with maturity with being a man, man. You don't have to react to everything, especially when you're comfortable in your own skin. You know what you need to do. You don't need to react to everything, man. It either be like, oh, that's how you rocking, all right, or let the person live in their own hell if they want to, or sometimes it's just learn on the sideline and be like, okay, all right, or just put it in perspective. Maybe they might be right. I don't know. And let me go do some more research and go in and see. You ain't got to react to everything, man. But that comes with maturity and
Yeah.
understanding that sometimes your silence and your quiet silence and your quiet understanding is more powerful than anything. So,
Right.
right, but it's maturity. Yeah.
I had a little bit of therapy. And shout out to all of what we were just talking about, because that goes back to the episode we just did about patience. You know what I mean? That really sums that up. Well, I did had a session of therapy this year, and one of the things that I had to reiterate in myself is that I don't have to carry the burden of saving the world. I don't think we acknowledge as men how much that we actually do that, because we're trying to be such a provider and the image of a man, you know what I'm saying? So when we trying to be that man that everybody could like outwardly see, you can lose your inner self. Like, again, keeping the priorities priority? Because I've seen where, and I've had these conversations. I'm gonna keep on doing this. Shout out Rebuilding Men. They had an amazing co-ed event where I saw where there usually is a good guy that get broken up with, and it's not that he's not a provider, but he's not providing what the woman said that she needed. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna be a provider, then provide for those who need your provision, instead of being the outward provider where everybody on the outside looking in that's like, well, he's a good dude. Like, yeah, he's not a bad dude. It's just that he's not he's not prioritizing. Priorities.
Yeah, that might not be his
Priority
fault.
is the word for this year.
It's not always his fault.
It's not always his fault, but if you the leader, huh?
You gonna you gonna start another conversation. So I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna let you finish. I ain't gonna
Yeah, so I had to learn to put the cape down, you know what I'm saying? Which is gonna roll into another episode. But I had to learn to put the cape down. It's not I do feel as though I have a large purpose that I'm serving for this world. God has put it on me and everybody. If you see the problem, if you feel or know a solution to the problem, then it is part of your responsibility, part of your purpose. You didn't see it for no reason. It's your vision, right? It is part of your purpose to effectively do something about it. Now, it isn't your responsibility to solve every problem or everybody else's problem. If you see these issues, whatever it may be, if you can see it in other people and stuff, it's not like you have to put on the cape. It's not for you to like jump in every situation, break up every argument, guide every couple, or what I mean, raise every boy to a man. It's not that every problem is not for you to carry. You know what I mean? It's not
Right.
your burden.
Facts.
You
Facts.
feel me?
Man, no, for real.
Yeah. No, I feel you. I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
I
even
say-
when it hit home and it's like some family members and stuff, I still had to learn, like, at the end of the day, as much as I want to do something about it, as much as I love you, as much as I hate that you're going through this, is your problem.
Mhm.
It's still your problem. I can't just jump in and solve it. Now I look like the solution to your problem versus you learning how to solve your own shit. So then you're gonna wind up in the same situation again, regardless if it's with another person or just with yourself.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So yeah, man. Keeping my priority is the biggest thing that I learned from this year. And one of the biggest distractions for me is money. It takes me off of my purpose. And I understand that money fuels the purpose. But if I focus on the money, I lose sight of the purpose or the purposeful work. Like, you can make money doing anything, and you can pretty much make any amount doing anything. But if you lose sight of the why you started working or needed the money, then no matter how much you make, it's not fulfilling.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, I had lost sense of that. And it took a drastic incident that made me sit down and have time to actually realize this. You know what I mean? And that's why we could say, like, God work in mysterious ways, and be prepared for what you pray for. Because that's one of the things I said throughout the year. I had set the intention that for the first 6 months, I'm gonna work like crazy. Well, when you do something consistently, you set it up for it to be like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the entire time. So ain't nobody else know that after 6 months, all right, I need to be more intentional about da da da, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just was like, well, we know you gonna work. And work I did. And I have no problem with working. I love working. But with all of that work, I was still losing sight of all of the intentional and purposeful work that I had set out. And I started like I had to readjust, because it was like, man, my priority has switched to work, then purpose.
Stop the show. Stop the show. We got bricks in the chat.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, Trey. I'm not trying to be rude. We got bricks in the chat. The Brick Squad has finally arrived to our recap episode of 2023.
Yes.
Shout out to the Brick Squad. A horn for every brick in the chat. Brick Squad. Sorry, Trey.
In that
Sorry.
bit.
Just hey, when the bricks show up, we got to stop this. That's what we talking about.
I got you. And so yeah, like I had to readjust because my priority had switched to just working and accumulation of money, then purpose. You know, it was like serve them, then me. You know, but we say it all the time. You can't pour from an empty cup. You know what I mean? And I was coming up on empty, man. And I had been saying it to myself that I was like, man, I need time. I need time for me. I haven't done anything for me. What am I actually doing? I don't see progress. I have made a lot of money, but I don't see progress. I'm still in the same spot. What is happening? I need time. And as much as I said I needed it, as drastic as an event that happened, I got it.
Yeah. The Lord heard your prayer.
Right. Be prepared for what you pray for. You know what I'm saying? And be specific. If you want it a certain way, say it.
Mm-hmm.
You
know? Thanks.
God part of the community too. He need that communication.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why he's funny. He got a sense of humor too. Like, what you didn't say. But you got what you wanted, right?
Exactly.
You may get what you want, but you may not want what you get. You know
what I'm saying? Say you want a new car. You ain't say you wanted to be a new car. It's new to you.
Yeah,
exactly.
Got 200,000 miles on it, but you ain't never been in it before.
Right. Be specific.
Thank you, man. Good topic, man. Good topic, bro.
Hold on. Man. Before last question for Trey, what is your word for going into 2024?
I think we all in the same category, man. My one word for next year for 2024 is execution. It's execution. A lot of this year has been learning, information, and preparation and setting up. 2024, I'm looking at execution.
Go and kill it then. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I did achieve. I said this year I have to get some passive income. I do got some passive income. I've increased the dividends and stuff like that.
Dividends is my favorite. I love dividends, man.
Love dividends, right?
Yeah, if I'm gonna hold this and they ain't going nowhere, at least pay me some, you know.
You know what I mean? So I have looked into more passive income. Like I said, I learned more. I said I was gonna read 12 books. I read 5 books in 1 week. So I don't even know the count. I don't even know the count, but I know I'm at least 30 books in at the very least. So I just finished the book Monday, I think it was, or Saturday. I just finished the book.
They need to give you a free mini pizza.
yeah. I'm an accelerated reader. You feel me?
Oh man!
So I did achieve. I still got some more things to review for the year, but I did achieve quite a few of the goals on my list. So I'm happy about this year, and I'm looking forward to the next one.
Yeah, I appreciate both of y'all's testimony because I just realized I need to make some goals because they both said they made goals, and I ain't mentioned that in my you know, because y'all know, I said it last episode with the patience. I'm a walk down, get all the cows type of guy, but I could, put some goals in writing so I don't have to think about it so much.
Boom.
Like you said, Trey. I learned that from Trey.
Boom, bro.